speaking of like all the things in the north, and I've heard this, like two questions on this, like how did you get into comedy? And two, what is making the Northwest such a vibrant comedy scene? Because it is in terms of like if you want to make money in comedy and if you want to get a lot of
Yeah,
good gigs in comedy, the Northwest and I hear also the Midlands and perhaps Scotland is the place to be.
yeah. Oh, you're damn right. So it's like I don't even look like most people in the north. We don't look to the south for gigs in London. We look at the north. You know what I mean? I go to Scotland more than I go fucking south. Like Scotland's the best. You know what I mean? Especially Ouija's. Ouija's are just fucking scousers. We're really. You know what I mean? Like we're the same. It's like we're friendly people, but it's a rough city. And like I think we just laugh better in the north. You know what I mean? We're not like fucking as woke as London. Like nobody really gets offended down here anymore. We still love crowd work. You try crowd work in London, it's like, oh, I've got fucking anxiety. I'm fucking autistic or whatever. It's like back in the north, we're just dumb. What happened to just being dumb? You know what I mean? Everybody's got a fucking illness now. They're depressed. They're fucking all this sort of stuff. I asked my granddad about depression years ago. He said, I've been depressed for 60 years, lad. You just fucking get on with it. He was like, have you met your nan? Of course, I'm fucking depressed for 60 years. And so, like, we're just old school dumb here. Like, I have a joke where, like, every day I wake up, my friends say I'm too dumb to be sad. Every day I wake up, I look out the window, it's a beautiful day. I lick the window, I go back to bed. You know what I mean? Rinse and repeat. So it's like, it's, I think we're a bit more happy go lucky here. Like in London, people don't even speak to you. You know what I mean? You're on the train, everybody's fucking looking down and shit like that. Not that I want to fucking speak to people on the bus, but I'm saying there's an option of it in Liverpool. Like,
it's it's just a but it's a big issue in a lot of big cities, isn't it? That's like the big city mindset to be I'm gonna focus on my work, my phone, and anyone else can fuck off. But what makes would you say so people are too sensitive down south, but also what how is it that there's I, that this people get paid so much better up north and the gigs are like in terms of audience and quality seem to be better up. I mean there's some great clubs down south as well in London, but for the most part, people tell me
I mean,
so many great things about it.
for me, there's top secret down south, and that's about it, really, to be honest. Like, the comedy store I don't do. We've lost the comedy store in Manchester now, but I reckon it's the surgence of Hot Water Comedy Club. Obviously, that's just like a mecca for comedy now. It's a 500 seater, a 250, a 150, and a 40 seater, all under the same roof, like food courts. So they're changing the game. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like how you can run a comedy club, how you can make it massive, and all that, and how you can fill the room, sell tickets, do different type of shows. Then on the other hand, there's Creatures Comedy Club in Manchester, which my best friend Evan Demaray runs, and he's like 7 nights a week. It's not in one night now. It's seven, and that's like the cool, you know what I mean? The cool club, like the Frog and Book. It's like the book like shit, like I mean, he book good acts or whatever, but they're like woke as shit, I guess, or whatever the fuck. And their stage is like too fucking high. It's like the worst built comedy club. So I think Creatures is like it's obviously cheaper, you know what I mean? It's we get the cooler acts and stuff like that. The hangs are better and all that. So with those two clubs, that's definitely helped me in the north. And I think like other comics are are figuring it out. You're like, oh, we don't have to fucking send emails and all that and do all this gay shit and send videos. You can just be funny, message somebody and they'll vouch for you and you'll get on. Like the old school way. That's how it is. Like in London, everybody's worried about fucking followers and all that and setting up a camera. Like before they go on, it's like I didn't get into comedy for this. I came in to be on stage and make people laugh. You know what I mean? So I think we're more still focused on the art of like actually making people laugh. And everybody in London's trying to get a clip that'll hopefully go viral. That'll hopefully get them on TV. Like in the north, we're like just working comics. You know what I mean? We're club comics. We're not like I mean we're getting to theatres and arenas now because of Paul Smith's opened the doors for us all. But um, we're still club comics at the end of the day.
But what do you think would need to happen down south for it to get more like that in terms of it being in the art instead of, as you said, they're getting on TV?
I guess people like us starting our own clubs and stuff. You know what I mean? Like there is. I've got some mates down there. That is Davies, Ollie Horn. They run some good shows and that where it's just like they book good comics and then we just fucking have good shows. They pay decent enough. But I don't know how you do it. I think London's gone too far fucking left or whatever the fuck at the moment. You gotta wait till it swings back around maybe. But I mean, I don't know. Funny's funny, I reckon, to be honest. I've never really had a hard time when I go out to London. It's good for me because nobody really does crowd work. And if they do, it's shit compared to mine. So I'm laughing.
Oh. So what do you what's your what's your thought, and apart from sounding obvious and sounding silly, but what would you say is crowd work that in that people think is good but is actually shit? But what would you say is really good crowd work? Like that isn't obvious?
Like a person as an example, you mean, or just what?
Yeah. Yeah. That you see that's shit, and what's an example of like crowd work that you've seen where, oh, that's really good, that's inventive, that's more than just a cheap.
Oh, I mean, you've seen the standard crowd work, the fucking all the hack lines and stuff, which we all use. You know what I mean? Like a taxi, if somebody drops a drink, all that sort of stuff. Looks like if it's half full, it looks like a game of Guess Who. Nobody's finished. Everybody's got the stock lines. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I guess we just take more risks and stuff like that. Like we're not worried about some girl with blue hair fucking yelling at us. You know what I mean? Like if she arcs up, then the comedy club will just kick her out. So you're not enjoying it. All right, see you later, love. Um, like they don't really like the audience doesn't have the power. I guess the London has or whatever.